Okay, my name's Jeanie, and I, apart from other things, I recycle cards. All my friends give me their used cards. I don't do Christmas cards, just greetings cards, and I cut them up and remount them. Now what I use for equipment is a guillotine, because I've got quite a shaky hand and this cuts very precisely. I use a corner cutter, a pair of scissors and double-sided tape. I'm sure you can use glue, but I find double-sided tape very accurate and firm. The other things I use are different coloured card I just use two sizes. I'm old-fashioned, so it's 5x7 and 4x6, and I have different colours to match different. I tend to use the cream and white, but sometimes it's really lovely to use these bright colours. Now I find the easiest is to buy, I don't know if I'm supposed to mention names, but I will. I go to the Works in Kendal, and each card works out at, well, it's 50 for £3.99, pack of 50, and I think that's reasonable. I think it's about 6 or 7p each. The other thing is, if I'm selling, I use these two sizes of plastic covers just to make them look professional, and again I get them from the Works and they cost about 2p. So and the double-sided tape lasts forever. Just a quick mention about, someone's pointed this out to me about copyright. I don't know what I'm breaching if I use a copyrighted card. So really, in theory, if you're using a copyrighted card, I don't know, yes, here's one. I love these, whoops, Simon Drew, I think his name is. Now they were postcards and they're probably copyrighted, so I would only use those to send to friends. But cards without copyright, or appear not to have copyright, such as this one, I've looked at the back, I would say that's probably all right to sell. Okay, I think that's about it. So I start with my card, and I'll start with this one. Some of these aren't to my taste, but every different person likes a different card. So this one is a congratulation, this calls for a celebration. So I'm going to probably mount this on, I'm going to have to stand up, I'm afraid. I'm probably going to mount this, if I've got one, on a small, no I haven't got a small light blue. So I shall mount this on, probably, I'll just check out the side, yes, on a small white. So I'll get my card and envelope and I'll guillotine it so that, I guillotine the back off first. So I take it, I'm going to take it quite small because I'm going to put this on a small card. See, and that is a lovely, neat cut. I shall guillotine this a tiny bit, trim it a tiny bit so it doesn't look like it's overcrowding the card. That will probably do us. See how much easier than scissors that is. And then I'll take it quite close up and see if this will fit. So there you have it. Yes? Now, the secret to me is not to mount it like that, because it just, to me, looks like a card on a card. So I take my little corner clipper, and it's very easy. Let me move that out of the way. And I clip it. See? Very easy. No scissors. There we go. Now hopefully that will. The beauty of these cards is that they're pre-scored. I'd see no point to me of spending hours cutting up bits of card that then look very messy. So there we go. Now what I shall now do is take, and this is quite tricky for me because my fingernails are rather short, but what I will then do is find the edge of the double-sided tape and put it all in. I'm quite generous with it because I don't want, especially if some of these cards have writing on the back, which some of them do. See one. I don't want anyone to be able to unpeel this and see a little message written. So I'm generous with this, and I should think this costs about half a p, this amount of double-sided tape.
Hiya.
Hello. So that is going to be a very, very firm card. Whoops, overlaps, but I think that'll be all right. And then I'm going to sit down to do this because my back's aching a bit. Then I'll put this aside. This is the tricky bit. I've got to get the edge up. There we go.
There's the wings, yeah. It's quite a surprise. I think this is what's happening.
And then you have to be very careful because the back becomes extremely, extremely sticky. So there we go. And then this again I do by eye. Sometimes I miss, but not often. So again I will stand up and I just hover over the top of the card. I think that's about it. There you go. It's a tiny bit out, but it doesn't matter. And there's the card. So then I'll put it in an envelope. I'll put an envelope inside, and then if I'm going to sell it, I find myself the smaller side. Put the front at the front. You have to remember to do that. Take the back off, fold it over, try and match it up to the edges. Voila! A card. Now, I'm not going to do all of these because I think it's fairly obvious. You can get different corner cutters, but I really favour this. Here I've got, I just wanted to show you the range I've got here that I've pre-cut. Shall I move this way and then you can see it properly? So here we have, so that probably will be copyright. Eat, drink and remarry, Anon. This was a friend's photo she let me use of a peacock. Now this, no, I won't show you that one. It's a very naughty one. This one I think will look lovely. I've cropped all that, so that's ready to mount. That was off a postcard. What other ones have we got? Ah, this one's lovely. Paddington Bear. So there are, and this I think was homemade by a child, and I'm going to mount that because I think a mummy will come into the shop and think, oh, that's lovely. And I don't think I need do any more, but I just wanted to show you another idea of mounting. This is one of my own photos. I'll put that down on the table because I'm a bit shaky. This is a photo that will sell for Christmas. And this, our lovely friend Josie, who comes into the shop, carefully cut all those flowers out to match the card. It was an absolute, she had to cut it all down to fit the card, take these individual flowers off. Now, just another idea for recycling or upcycling is, and I was a very lucky girl, I went into a jumble sale the other day and found bags and bags and bags of hair clips. And I took the clips off the back. These are real feathers. I took the clips off the back and just ran some double-sided tape underneath the butterfly's body. And here's another one. And I'm very sorry I didn't buy the lot. I think that's it really. I'm not going to just go on and on through these because they're here. I might sit in the shop and do them. But thank you.